Dan Reichert.
Jeff Grubb.
I'm not the Bubsy guy. It's not.
No, it's your thing. Look, you got 70%. The game's not even out yet. You've been trucking through this. Bubsy's your thing. It's your gimmick, brother.
Chief Content Officer, you think you can label me that and force me to review Bubsy 4D for this website?
I see a Bubsy email. I see a Bubsy code. It's going right to Jeff Grubb's inbox.
I have beaten Bubsy 4D. That is the best Bubsy game that has ever been made, Dan Reichert. I feel very confident saying that. I enjoyed this quite a bit. There are a lot of sort of asterisks to that. We'll get into it. First thing I want to call out is I am at 70% completion on this save thing here, and my Steam playtime is at like 2.6 hours. So we are talking a very short game here. Part of me wants to like kind of defend that a little bit, because there was a time when I was playing platformers back in the 16-bit era where 2 to 3 hours was not insane for the amount of time it would take you to get to the end of a video game. Things have changed a lot, but I think I would rather get this game at the length that it's at than not get it at all, because I did enjoy it quite a bit, Dan. But yeah, what do you think about that? 2.5 hours, beating the game, almost 100%ed it?
I mean, I think the big question there is, what's the price point?
Yeah, exactly, right? And now we're recording this. I don't know off the top of my head. Usually,
I'm
usually
pulling it up here.
Yeah, see if you can
on
find
Steam,
it.
Steam, it is saying it looks like it's on sale for $18, normally $20.
So it can be 20.
Which, that's not crazy to me. Like, I think that is definitely a solid price there. And honestly, I am fine with the idea of I like the idea of Tiny Terry's Turbo Trip. We've played some of these recent 3D platformer kind of collectathon things. I don't need them all to be Donkey Kong 64.
Exactly. I prefer they not be.
What was the one? There was something 64 where it was a very, very short thing, and 100% of it came out not too long ago.
Yeah, Dan, I know what you're talking about. We both like that.
Platypus, something or other.
And I couldn't remember what that was. I can't remember the name of that.
Yeah, but I'm fine with being in that world for a little bit, collecting some stuff and getting out. Oh, right, he has little fucking kids.
Yes, so these, I think most of these characters did debut in the ill-fated pilot cartoon. Although they have also, I think, shown up in many games since then, but they're all here.
All the stars are here.
Yes, Dan, like Virtual Reality. There he is. And these are the Terrys, Terry with a Y and Terry with an I. I guess, man, there's a shop here. I think I could buy skins. That's right. I have these abilities. I should buy a bunch of these right now and mess around with them. You don't need them. That's the thing. So I can only buy one more. This
item sniffer, wall claws. You don't need those. This seems
no,
big.
No, you don't need them to beat the game. This is the one thing that maybe does make me disappointed about the length is I've only unlocked 3 of these things, and they did add a lot of fun to the movement system. But it's like I wasn't like going back and forth being like, all right, now let me go get that so I can really explore this world. I'm at 70% completion and didn't try to do any sort of completionist behavior. I was just trying to get to the end of the stages. So let's go show off what that's like.
Any chance that's by design where it's like, oh, these are like kind of like post-game abilities?
I know. I think that's exactly what it is, Dan. I think the idea is like, all right, now go have fun and explore. It just doesn't look like there's a ton more to explore. I can get 2 out of 4 of these things, which these are the things I was just using to unlock those moves, that little rug thing there. But the golden fleece, the little golden a yarn ball there, that's the 3rd item, 5 out of 5. That is basically your Mario 64 star. Although don't expect anything like a race with Koopa the Quick. It's all just obstacle courses, get to the end and pick them up. Let's do one of them.
I'm looking at this map. Does Bubsy exist in our reality?
I think he does. Like, he makes references to our reality, right? So I think he does, but these are different. This is a different solar system, I think. Go to Wooltopia.
Okay. I don't recognize these planets. No.
Yeah. So we're going to be selecting which one we want to do, because again, it does set it up as a different obstacle course for each of them. So let's go to this second one here that I did in 8 minutes 57 seconds. You can see there's a goal time that is
interesting.
And there's leaderboards, so you can try to get them pretty fast. And I could see getting into this a little bit, Dan, but it's not. I know it's the thing that we're thinking of, like we're doing like Astro or whatever, where it's these bespoke levels made for speed running, where you can just restart at any time and just go. But it's it's better than nothing, I'll say.
Well, I think even seeing this goal timer is surprising to me. I guess I was picturing kind of more like that open Mario 64 style.
Yes, that's why I keep saying obstacle course. It is straight. Sometimes we're going to see here in a second. Some of these levels are just. Why is it hanging? Is it being weird? Let's see here.
It's the Eliminator on American Gladiators.
Yes, exactly. All right, hang on. The game is... Oh, it might be breaking on me. Let's see. Not responding is what I'm getting from the game right now. I'm going to give it a little bit more.
Classic Bubsy.
All right, we're gonna pause the recording here, everybody. All right, let me see if I can... Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dan, it loaded. All right, we're back.
Look at that.
Let me make sure. Actually, let me mess with this real quick. I was previously playing on the Steam Deck. I played entirely on there, so I've not set up my inputs correctly to invert the camera. There we go.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you also go to the, I need to see the verbosity slider.
Yeah, sure. Let's get in there. All right, let's go to settings. Sound. Chatter frequency.
Hey, let's bring it down and see what he does.
All right, so you want to go all 0?
Let's see if he reacts.
Give me a number.
This is censorship. I have First Amendment rights.
Oh, okay, Bubsy, I see.
Oh, Bubsy, Jesus.
Look, we all suspected he was a certain type.
Oh, man, that got
me. Keep going. See if he's got thoughts. Bubsy, any thoughts?
Listen, if other people have to be forced to listen to you speak, shouldn't I get the same respect?
You don't force anyone,
yeah,
Bubsy.
No one's forced to.
Take him to 0 and see what he has to say.
You can mute me, but you can never silence
Come on, man.
I'm living rent-free in your head.
Oh, this guy's got an X account.
Yeah.
Listen, if other people have to be forced to listen to
all right, do me a favor. Let's do it for 100 and leave it at that.
Oh, he's
yeah, Bubsy level, Bubsy style.
Bubsy level. Yeah, he's definitely recording this from his Ford F-150. All right. Oh, it didn't take. Let me go down here one more time. All right, 100.
Yeah, lock in Bubsy level.
We have activated full Bubsy.
No.
I'm resuming this. So, yeah, okay. I like the way this character looks somewhat.
Yeah.
He looks kind of a bit schlubby, but I think that's what I would want because I think they are establishing that this is a Bubsy that has continued to exist since those games came out. And
Which I like a lot.
Yes. Absolutely. Me too. I think that is the right move here. Now, they don't like fully go into that this is not BoJack Horseman or something like that, but I think this is something they have played around with enough. And
I think a little schlubby. I think yelling about how he's being silenced. So this is the Bubsy I want in 2026.
There is chances to talk to characters like this. I think these things go by pretty fast. They don't like overstay their welcome. It doesn't go on and on too much, although maybe some of them, like even this is like a little bit longer than I would want, but they just kind of make their joke and get out of the way. And then this
those aren't voiced fully.
Yes, that's right. Most of those are just text boxes. That's right.
I see. So this is a quip-based dialogue system.
Yes, we are going from quip to quip, and again, what you probably want from Bubsy. So this is what the game looks like. All right. There are some other levels I think that maybe aren't even quite this attractive. I'm not like blown away by the way it looks. And you're going to see like in some areas it's going to be a little bit more sparse than this. This is pretty dense, but there are going to be connective tissues between these denser areas where it's almost just like a single platform that is kind of like a bridge that takes you from one to the next, and that's where a lot of the platforming happens.
I mean, look, as someone who has played through the entirety of Bubsy 3D on this website, imagine those visuals of those levels, but modernized a bit. This is kind of what I would picture.
Yes, and I was like definitely, again, we'll see maybe another level here in a second, where it's like, this looks a little bit like Bubsy 3D, and I'm like, that's definitely what I want. I think Bubsy 3D has a really off-putting in a good way. Yeah, we can inflate our Bubsy. So that's what he does. This is almost Sonic the Hedgehog. Good, actually. It is fun to do this. He's got a lock-on sort of attack, just like Sonic. Some of the platforming is pretty good this way. This is what this is all about right here. Gotta hit that, and it's got this, and then we can jump in the air and sort of dive. Okay. Control system is awesome. It feels great to move Bubsy around, which is insane. That's never been true before. And
yeah, like compared to like Demon Tides came out recently from the same developer, and that had that was a true crazy amount of platforming, chaining together different abilities and jumps and stuff, capabilities. Is this on that level, or is that dialed down?
It is.
A bit?
It is just as complicated, I would say. Like, you have a lot of options at any given time to do stuff and like that. I will say that the buttons aren't necessarily exactly where I think they would be. Like so to do a long jump, for example, you got to slide with B and then hit A. Now, you do have a long jump. That's awesome. It's a little bit weird to do it that way. I did get used to it. The attacking, you wait for that little target to come on here, and you can sort of just dive at him, take him out.
Okay.
Not much more to the combat than that, but it works.
Yeah, I feel with 3D platformers, anytime it's not just one-to-one of like how Mario 64 did something, it's going to feel weird to us. You know?
Exactly. That's exactly right. And that's definitely happened to me a few times in this game. But it all kind of makes sense once you play with it for a little bit. So, yeah, we could dive and do all kinds of other stuff. And I found myself in situations where I'm like, I am just blasting up some of these things, and I am just trying to figure out how to get up there. And then I'll mess up, and I'll throw myself up the side, and then I will find a way to recover more times than not, and that is, to me, usually the sign of a pretty good 3D platformer. If I can sort of just do what my gut instinct is telling me to do to survive, and it works, it's like, oh yeah, I have the options here to bring myself out of most troubling situations, which is good.
What's the story here, Grubb?
Yeah, God, I think that there are some evil robot sheep that have taken some golden yarn balls, a golden fleece, and you're trying to get them back because you like to have them and you don't want the sheep to have them. That's basically what's going on.
That's fair.
And then the sheep are, they're funny. They're funny villains. That sort of thing.
Yeah, like, you saying this is the best Bubsy game, it's like, I mean, I believe that. Like, it's not a secret that Bubsy was never good.
It was never good. That is right.
Not even at its most, what was its most relevant? Maybe 16-bit era?
Yes.
It was
like I said, like a rental princess. Like the game you would, like everyone would be like, oh yeah, that I would definitely rent that. I'm not going to buy Bubsy. Are you crazy?
But yeah, it's not like it was like, oh, if you had this console, you were a Bubsy kid. It's like, no, you had Mario or Sonic or both, depending on what consoles you had. You didn't have to Bubsy back then.
No one had the Bubsy. Bubsy was a choice, and usually a pretty poor one. But yeah, they've definitely taken this character and given him more respect than he has ever actually earned. And hey, good for him. So this is a good spot to kind of show off. There's a little bit of jank sometimes with the camera, a little bit of jank with the controls. Not so much that it ever drove me crazy, but enough that it was noticeable. I remember this first time here being like, oh, that lip on that thing there. Can I wall jump off of that? And it's like, yeah. You could see he's kind of like floating on the wall a little bit. And that doesn't feel great when you're trying to be super precise as a 3D action platformer.
Yeah, it's tough because like my feeling with like Demon Tides, I've played a good amount of that, was that like, okay, this is clearly made by people that very much understand 3D platformers, and I can see like, oh, this is from that, this is from that, this is giving me this possibility and mobility and stuff like that. But like, there's also that unfairness that comes with like, you're just going to kind of compare every 3D platformer to a Mario, which is not like the development team on this and Demon Tides is not the development team and money behind Mario.
Absolutely not.
You always have to keep that in the back of your mind. So it's like, it's not going to feel quite that level of polish, but you can tell everyone's heart's in the right spot here,
Yes, exactly. And I didn't get that last time. Let's see here if I can, let's see if I can make it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then here's the end of the stage. So, and this is an earlier one, a little bit of a shorter one. But like figuring out the platforming for these things has been quite enjoyable. Like I was definitely liking it a lot.
Yeah, like that level, I mean, that strikes me more as like a Mario Galaxy level than a Mario 64 or Sunshine level.
That's a good way of putting it. Yes, it's that kind of obstacle course, and that's what all of them are.
Okay.
Go to another world here. So, I think the thing that surprised me the most is it's just 3 worlds. It just feels like there should be so much more on here.
3, like, because we're looking at this like Galaxy here. Are you talking about like, are all 3 of them the ones we're looking at right now?
Yes. So this is World 1, Wiltopia, Craftus, then Metallurgia, and when I beat Metallurgia, I got credits. Then no other new world opened up. There wasn't like another solar system here, Dan, or anything like that. And each of these each of these worlds have the 5 stages in them, the 5 stages of those golden fleeces. So let's go to Metallurgia.
Yeah, I'm trying to look here because it looks like Demon Tides was the same price. It is $20 on Steam right now. So I'm trying to see on how long to beat, how long that one is. Okay, so that's interesting because Demon Tides and this are the same price. At least on how long to beat, the main story average is 17 and a half hours for Demon Tides.
Yeah, so yes, I definitely get the sense that this is much more of like, hey, let's capitalize on Bubsy, let's get something out the door. And because of all the other costs involved in actually making a game with an IP, it is not, they had to cut somewhere, and they just cut on the amount of content. So it's like, yeah, if you're trying to get the bang for your buck, something like Demon Tides is going to be better for sure. I think like as a, hey, me and my friends make jokes about Bubsy. Wouldn't it be funny if they made a good one? Like, this is delivering on that in every way. Now, is that valuable to you? I don't know. I'm glad I played it.
Right. It's just the Bubsy tax is that this is not as robust of a game.
Exactly. And
okay.
Right. And that's, that is definitely its biggest shortcoming is it's just not that big of a game compared to a lot of these other ones. There's this free.
Yeah, because just in terms of scope and everything, like Demon Tides was almost like a larger like Bowser's Fury. So it was almost like this open world, Wind Waker-esque, and this seems much more linear and limited.
Yes, exactly. And I just think they kind of cut back on all this stuff. If I were in their situation, that's what I would have cut back on.
Yeah.
Make it a good, fun platformer to control. Give Bubsy kind of this look and give him a pretty good sort of characterization and go to the races. And that's what they did.
Yeah.
I got hit there. All right, so let's see if we can get through this stage pretty quickly. Maybe I'm putting my
This
time.
music sounds like what Bubsy music would sound like in 2026 as well.
Yes, I didn't mention the music too much in the written review. I did, but it was just like, it's jazzy and I like it, and it sounds right for Bubsy. I think that is definitely how I felt as well, Dan.
Now you did a written review. What score are we talking about here?
I think I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Yeah, because I do like this game. I think it'd be pretty hard to give it too much more than that,
Sure.
just because it is so slight. But yeah, let me try it again here. Yes, it's a game that I like, and it's hard to recommend it to too many people if you don't come with some Bubsy baggage, I guess.
No, you don't want that Bubsy baggage.
You don't want the Bubsy
years
bag.
of therapy, the amount of money I had to. Yeah,
it's my family always asks me, "Are you okay?" when they see Bubsy around.
Yeah.
Let me try again. Which one of these things resets my? There we go.
Do you have the shirt still?
I do. It got sort of dyed pink because the red of the yarn went into the white. But yes, I do still have that.
Okay, good.
All right, let's see here. Where do I go now?
Like the shirt and tie, it's like, did he didn't have that before, did he?
No, he did not. Yes, this
almost implies that he like took a corporate job and then he's having a midlife crisis and it's like, I got to go back to, what I used to love.
Yeah. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Okay, I did go the wrong way. So there's probably some other collectible up here last time that I got that I don't need this time. So
yeah, the collectibles, like I'm noticing, like when on the hub screen, it'll say you've got 600 out of 700 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing a ton in here. Is it taking them off the board basically?
Yeah, it seems like yes.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, the golden fleece, we got to collect like the shadow version of that, right? And then there were some of these smaller golden items that we could pick up that are like a smaller currency, just a basic collectible. And I've only seen a couple of those, so I'm thinking the ones I got last time are not showing up here.
Sure.
All right. Oh wait, let me go up that way. There we go.
The Woolies? Is that the
Woolies are the bad guys? Yes.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Let's go this way.
Was that I think I saw an Atari 2600. Is
yes,
that
there's a
licensed
giant Atari
2600?
2600 controller around here somewhere. Where'd you see that?
Yeah. I mean, this is published by Atari, right?
That's right. This is Atari, and Fabraz is the studio who's doing the actual development here. But yeah, this is an Atari game, and they have a couple of Atari things in here. I think if this is Atari's business these days, I am all for it. Like this is
I like current Atari.
Yes, this
I like
is
what
smart.
They're doing. Yes.
And I would welcome more of it. I would welcome a new Bubsy game, which is a new feeling for me.
Well, between Night Dive and this and stuff, it's just like I like that they are doing retro-focused stuff, but like they are not afraid to do weird or surprising retro. Like, oh, we're doing that now.
Yes,
like the Thing remastered from
right,
Night Dive.
exactly.
It's like, what? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I guess so. No one can stop you. And you know what? This is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of making that their area of expertise. Oh, let's see if I can rescue this one.
T-pose, baby.
Maybe not quite.
Tipa, okay.
Yeah, he does say T-pose when he does the sort of floating thing.
Dana Gould-esque.
Yes.
He's really lingering on this cat drowning to death.
They love that. They love to see the cat dying.
It's
all right.
crowd pleaser.
Let me go back. Let's go to this second world and just show that off, and we can kind of wrap up there. Maybe I could do a boss fight.
Hey, Bubsy.
Let's see here. Craftus. And then, yeah, so it does... Oh, hang on. Let me go back again to hub. Yeah, so it is like 4 obstacle stages, and there's a little bit of an obstacle and then a boss fight at the end here. So,
Where are we going next?
So 2-5. Bartholomew's Keep. Yeah.
Thalomio? Okay.
Oh, meow. Yeah.
Oh, right. Cat puns.
Right. It's a sheep. I don't know what they're doing here. All right. Yeah, he might actually be right inside here. So let's see if we can go fight him. Oh yeah, this answer this battle first. Yeah, I mean, look, this is... I am really glad I played it. I think it's got really cool... I think it's going to make for a really awesome, like, half an hour speed run someday.
Sure.
I'll watch that for sure. I mean, God, it might be a game I would even be interested in speedrunning myself. Like, that's how good the platforming is. But there's jank. I think that there's this look is serviceable. I don't love it. When you are outside of these denser areas, it is so sparse that it barely feels designed at all. But the things it does well, it does really well, Dan. And I think it has put Bubsy in a place that I never thought it would be, which is I kind of respect it now.
Would you say Bubsy's back, baby? Say it. Say that clean read.
Bubsy's back, baby.
There you go. Put it on the box.
Oh, we're getting some jank there, right there. All right. Well, hey, look, that's Bubsy 4D. I'm not going to go try to find this boss fight right now. I would be spoiling like 20% of the game if I did that. So go check it out for yourself if you want. Maybe it's a game that if you're like, oh, that's too slight, wait for a discount. That's your call. But Dan Reichert, thank you so much for hanging out with me today to see Bubsy 4D.
Thank you, Grubb.